Sermon 179 of Nahjul Balaghah was upon the news about the army of Kufa that joined the Khawarij. Ali prayed that the mercy would be taken away from them, like a past nation that was taken in a storm. They had left guidance and allowed themselves to be scattered because they weren't so firmly in with the Khawarij that they still didn't have their fear of the Muslim army. Saying 376 reminds us that good deeds are heavy and evil is light. The best should not ignore the possibility of bad consequences for deeds for them in the future. And the worst should not lose hope of being redeemed for their past deeds. Two verses that Ali quoted from were Avamenu makralai valayamanu makralai elal qamul qasirun. And sometimes people get confused with some of the translations when you have that word there, makr. It means a device regarding the future. And you don't see the associated words in the Quran that indicates that God is lying to people. People certainly deceive themselves and God doesn't stop them. This sense of security no matter what, that's of the losers. Also, the verse, Qalu ya Shu'aybu wa salatuka tamuruka nadruka ma ya'budu abauna awanna falafi amwalina manna sha'u innaka lantal halimur rashid. And such a despair is of disbelief. The despair of the possibility of being forgiven. Because honestly, work towards it. Islam has a story like that. The Hindus have a story like that, where somebody approached forgiveness and was forgiven because they were upon the path towards God consciousness. Saying 378 reminds us that the stinginess is the door to the other evils. That's why it's important, no matter how rich you are, no matter what you've given in the past, that yearly, preferably during Ramadan, you give a 40th of your savings. If you have 40 silver coins worth, give one, or, that sort of level of wealth. People say gold. Well, things used to be more even. Because honestly, you can't give $10 a year if you have 400 or something. But this is the savings that you had for a year. If people don't have means, they don't have means. At the end of Ramadan, if you don't have enough to give the one, the right portion of fruit or nuts or grain, then you give a portion. Even if it's part of a piece of fruit, you're giving that.